Pleasant morning to everyone, especially to our instructor, Mr. Kevin Mabini. We are the group 5 and we are about to tackle the chapter 5, the spiritual and intellectual components and vocational and survival aspects of therapeutic community.
The spiritual and intellectual components of TCMP. As the BJMP aims to institutionalize therapeutic community modality program in OJ, the intellectual and spiritual component hopes to enhance the spiritual and intellectual dimension of the resident by providing opportunity for them to develop self-worth and productivity. The main goal of BGMP to Therapeutic Community Modalities Program ay iangat o itaas ang kanilang spiritual and intellectual dimension ng isang residente para makapag-provide ng opportunity at ma-develop ang kanilang self-worth at maging produktibo sa mga bagay-bagay. Spirituality. Spirituality is any action or activity that reflects or bring out the goodness in man. It is the broad concept of belief in something beyond the self. So, spirituality ay isang galaw ng isang tao na nagre-replika para malaman or makilanlan ng kanyang pagiging mabuting tao. The objective of spirituality within the TCMP are as follow. One is to enhance personal spiritual well-being of resident. Two, to appreciate the value of the Word of God in relation to their life and as knowledge to themselves. 3, to give opportunity for the resident to experience a special encounter and healing from God. Number 4, to remind the residents for the need for constant connection with God.
Therapeutic community philosophy. The therapeutic community philosophy embodies all the challenges and aspirations of most residents who feel alienated and the desires to overcome the imposed limitations under freedom and find their own place where they could feel safe and welcome. It acknowledges the importance of fellowship in shaping one's behavior and motivating one's fortitude of helping himself and others. It likewise serves as his anchor in times of emotional turmoil, which he can always go back to and reflect. It forms emotional binding among the participants, knowing that they are grounded in the same philosophy. Therapeutic community philosophy, it aims to help and deal with the social situations and to change perceptions they have about themselves, and also to provide a safe and supportive environment for people with substance use of disorders. Therapeutic community philosophy follows as the first one is surrender. I am heard because there is no refuge. Finally from myself. I am where I am right now because I admit that something went wrong with my life that I have no control over. I admit that I need the help of a higher power and of others to bring positive changes in my life. Surrender, it is something, or it implies giving up or after a struggle to restrain or to resist self-disclosure. Until I confront myself in the eyes and heart of others, I am running. Until I suffer them to share my secrets, I have no safety from them. Afraid to be known, I can neither know myself or any other. I will be alone. I know that unless I come out in the open and admit my mistakes, I will forever be running from them. I need to disclose my deepest secrets to my peers so that I can find the right always of dealing with them. By opening myself up for others to see through me, I will be free from my own demons and let others guide and help me through my ordeals. Nobody can help me unless I let them know my flaws and let them understand that I like them. I also need help. Self-disclosure refers to the intentional sharing of personal thoughts, feelings, experiences, and information about oneself with others. It involves revealing aspects of one's private life, emotions, beliefs, values, or history. Self-reflection. Where else but in our common grounds can I find such a mirror? There is no better place to disclose my feelings than in a place full of people with similar experiences where I feel safe and free from prejudices. People are here for different reasons but with a common problem. It is easy to identify with somebody who is going through the same experience as me. Reflection, self-reflection is a skill that can help you understand yourself better. Self-reflection involves being present with yourself and intentionally focusing your attention inward to examine your thoughts, feelings, actions, and motivations. So we go. Self-realization. Self-realization is the process of gaining insight into one's true nature, abilities, values, and purpose. Growth encompasses various aspects of human development or improving themselves. It is a procedure or a treatment that is aimed at addressing a patient's health condition or improving their well-being. Yes. Self-worth. Self-worth generally refers to our sense of self, our values, and our belief that we are worthy of care, support, and compassion.
So, this unwritten philosophy of therapeutic community is mga kasabihan hiya na ginagamit para ipaalala ang mga resident na tungkol sa kung ano ang mahalaga sa kanilang araw-araw na pamumuhay. So, nagsisilbing gabay or inspirasyon nini upang mapanatiling magandang asal or haira mga ugali. So, these saying are used to remind the resident as to what are considered important to them. So, honesty is very essential for building trust with yourself and others. Kasi nakakatulong ito ya para maupay iyo samahan as ato kamuha therapeutic community. It's very important you to being honest and being truthful to your co-residents. So, number 2 is responsible love and concern. So, dapat the resident dapat matuto hiya kung paano magbigay or tumanggap na without criticizing or waray hinanakit kapwa residents or dapat maramira ang ira mistakes na kailangan i-correct ka para mabago ito na behavior. Number 3 is to be alive. So, the resident dapat maaramiya kung ano ang nananabuha iya kapaligiran, iya environment para iwasin pagkakamaydahin sala. Number 4 is trust in your environment. So, So, ito nga therapeutic community, dapat maaram ka na ito na program is makakabulig ha imo. Natuod ka nga, makakabulig ito ha imo and in makakapaghatag ito yan in changes para ha imo sarili. So, number 5, be careful what you ask for. You might just get. So, be mindful of what you wish for kasi sometimes pag nag-aaro kita is danay nagko-cause palugod hin mistake sa aton sarili na diri aton mga expectation is bagan nagre-result hindi rin maupay. 6 is no free lunch. So this number 6 explain that nothing comes without effort. So dapat kung gusto mo makuha ito nga imo dream, kailangan mo anay paghirapan bago mo hiya makuha kasi waray kailangan mo anay maging hardworking para makuha mo ito nga imo hiling. So number 7 is you can't keep it unless you give it away. So things like knowledge, kailangan mo ito hiya i-share with others kasi makakabulig ito hiya para ka-changes ang mga iba na tao. So, number 8 is what goes around comes around. So whatever you do unto others will be done unto you. It means your action, whether good or bad, will return to you. It's either positive or negative. Number 9 is act as if. So this act as if is learning and accepting the therapeutic program not easy. Most residents felt resistant toward it. So behave if you are already on the right path, even if you don't fully feel it yet. Number 10 is understand rather than be understood. So it's sometimes common for us to be selfish. So focus on understanding others rather than forcing them to understand you. So number 11 is personal growth and before vested status. So mahalaga pag-unlad it tao kaysa yaman or status sa aton kinabuhi or position in life that we tend to forget to develop relationship with the people around us. So number 12 is compensation is valid. So it is valid. So ngatanan nga imo gin trabahoan is may reward ito higa. So number 13 is forgiveness. Kailangan maaram ka magpatawad sa imo sarili or ay iba nga tao para diri na hiya mag-cause in hurt and anger. Number 14 is humility. So dapat be humble lang, dapat mapagkumbaba ka lahain mo sarili. Number 15, you alone can do it but you can do it alone. So feeling mo nga kaya mo nga mag-usap pero mas kailangan mo lagyapit iba na tao para maging successful ay mo sarili. So number 16, pride in quality. So dapat nga pag may ginihimo ka imo sarili may ginihimo ka nga work, may ginihimo ka nga maupay, dapat dedicated kay to nga imo ginhimo para maupay kinalabasan it imo work. So number 17 is feeling daunting. So sometimes we get emotional, nakakapag-isip kitan bagay na di rin natong pinag-iisipan. So number 18 is guilt skills. So danay pag may dakagin na ka na imo kapwa resident is na diri maupay is gibi-blame mo imo sarili na kung tawari mo na ladto himua. So number 19 is hang tough. So Sometimes we feel hopeless and helpless. Sometimes nawawaray na kita pag-asa atong sarili, pero there is a hope. In every problem may da solution. In every problem may da kita natututunan naton experience. 20 is the last one is you are your brother's keeper. So the failure of one is the failure of all. So nakasalalaya imo member na kung mag-failan usahay iyo is nakasalalay is the successful of everyone's self.
Let's proceed to the theme and concept of the day. The theme and concept of the day is a word or idea shared with a community to inspire reflection on daily behavior and interaction. During the morning meeting, members explain its meaning and relevance, encouraging positive change in attitudes and action. It may be also based on principles from the unwritten philosophies. Next is the meditation. Meditation helps individuals relax and connect with their inner wisdom by focusing inward. Guided by a facilitator, participants spend 1 to 2 hours in session once a month, often with soft music. Each person's experience is unique. Some may see imaginary, while others may not. The goal is to relax naturally and enjoy the process. Afterward, participants are encouraged to reflect on how they feel and what they learn. Next is intellectual component. The intellectual component and therapeutic community focuses on stimulating resident minds, helping them regain self-esteem through learning and open discussion. It encourages personal growth, critical thinking, and the exchange of ideas, which boasts self-respect. This intellectual development not only supports residents during their stay but also prepare them to reintegrate into society with confidence and new skill. Next is seminar. Seminar is in TC are weekly 1 to 2 hours session that engage residents, enhance their speaking, writing, and listening skill, and provide useful information.
So, debate. The debate is introduced to provide the residents the opportunity to learn how to reasonably and put together arguments in a logical manner. So, yung debate is held in the facility to provide the residents the opportunity to learn how to reason and the arguments put together in a logical manner to fix the arguments para maayos yung kanilang arguments sa isa't isa inside in the facility. Here are the procedure on conducting a debate. So, divide the group into two according to gender or depending upon the topic for debate. So, kailangan yung kanilang group, kailangan i-divide into two groups. And 2 is assign a group of pro and the other is con. 3 is choose the first speaker for each group. Each group is given 5 minutes. So, kailangan kada group is mag-select sila ng one speaker and they will given in 5 minutes to gather their thoughts on the issue. Speaker is given 2 minutes. And 4, the pro group is first to give their opinion on the issue for 2 minutes. A rebuttal for 2 minutes is allotted for the con group. And 5, the exchange of opinions is allowed for a few minutes more. Once the majority has spoken, the facilitator will switch the stand on so much so the pro will now become the con and vice versa. 6 is after the activity, the facilitator will process how the group felt when they have to defend an issue which is contrary to their beliefs. So, this procedure on conducting a debate is ginawa para mabigyan ng ng pagkakataon ng bawat grupo na makapagsalita kung ano ang kanilang saloobin. Vocational and survival components of therapeutic community. The development of vocational and survival skills starts at the beginning of performance in job functions in the DC community which has substantial value to the individual. So, vocational and survival components, the residents will be given the vocational, which is a training inside the facility. It's not only to detain or confine residents but also challenge them to learn vocational skills for re-entry to the community. So, ibig sabihin, di lang sila mga detainee dito, kundi binibigyan din sila ng challenge to learn the vocational skills para once they in a community na, they are know how to become independent and adapt themselves, become more dependent by making positive changes and individuals' attitudes relevant to his development in the area vocation and occupation. So that's all. Let's move to the job functions and hierarchical structure. One is job functions. All work assignments are arranged in a hierarchy according to seniority, individual process, and productivity. So these job functions, so individual, they will be assigned on kung paano at kung ano kanilang gagawin, like services such as cooking, cleaning, kitchen service, minor repair, serving as apprentices and running all departments, conducting meeting and pericotter group. So individuals, assign sila kung ano ang kanilang gagawin, like kung sino yung gagawa ng cooking, cleaning, kitchen service, minor repair, serving as apprentices, running all departments. Yun yung job functions. The objectives of job functions in a therapeutic community are follows. 1, to develop the right attitude of the residents towards work. So, to develop their attitude during work. So, 2 is to enhance the capability of the residents in their day-to-day task with utmost pride para ma-enhance yung kanilang capability on a day-to-day work. Let's move on to the organizational hierarchy of therapeutic community. So 1 is to create an organized structure and an efficient system of program implementation. 2, to foster the feeling of empowerment and self-sufficiency among residents. 3 is to improve the line of communication between personnel and the residents. 4, to promote a self-sufficiency utilizing the residents who possess a variety of skills. So, no need to explain this because it is a self-explanatory.
Now let's move on to the procedures and guidelines of the organizational hierarchy of therapeutic committee. Here are the procedures and guidelines. First is the senior member of the staff. Usually the director identifies the counselors coming from the staff and personnel. Second is as soon as the counselor were identified, the residents of the community will submit applications for certain desired position as indicated at the hierarchical structure. The third is the applicants will be interviewed by the staff. Fourth is after the interview, selection of applicants for key positions is done through the use of sociometric pointing. The fifth is the crew members will be assigned as per assessment of the IWDO, chief escort, and custodial. Last will be new residents will be assigned automatically at the housekeeping department for 1 month for orientation process. So first is the coordinator. The coordinator are the one that deals with the attitudes of the residents and acts as a member of the panel during the haircut and addresses the residents in the general meeting. So the coordinator are the one that coordinates what will be they are doing, or the one that address the whole general meeting in their facility. Next is the coordinator on duty. Coordinator on duty, he or she is designed as coordinator of the day to conduct inspection in cells, kitchen, and other areas where residents are allowed, together with the staff on duty and the chief expeditor. So the coordinator on duty are the ones that are in charge within the day if that person is in the duty. So he was the one who will conduct inspection in the cells, kitchen, and other areas where the residents are there. So next is the chief expeditor, responsible for managing the daily function and activities of the community. So the chief expeditor, he is or she is the one that are responsible for managing the functions and activities within our community. And next is the assistant chief expeditor. So the assistant chief expeditor are the one responsible for execution, or he or she is the one that will be executing what kind of activities or what kind of directives that the chief expeditor would give. Next is the department head. The department head are the one that conducts department meetings before their job function. So the department head are the ones that are in charge in a specific department, and the one that are the one that conducts the departmental meetings for a certain job. So next is the department crew. The department crew are responsible for carrying out tasks, duties, and responsibilities of their concerned departments. So department crew are the list of people within the of a certain department and they are the one that carries the task that the director the head given to them.
So now let's proceed to TCMP departments and functions. So in TCMP department and functions, they help inmates change the behavior and thinking. There are different departments within the therapeutic community and their functions. First will be the Business Office Department or BOD. In Business Office Department or BOD, they welcome new members of the family and make sure that the policies, rules, and their limitations are clear. They are also responsible for facilitating younger member groups by sharing experiences, and also they are the one who prepares sound system in every activity, provide support to residents when needed, and also prepare sequence of programs for special events, and disseminates all written communication. They also maintain and updates bulletin boards, postage, and announcement in order for the new member to be updated. And also, they are the one who update profile of residents, like for example, name, address, age, status, etc. So the second will be the expediting team. So in expediting team, they are the one who supervise the day-to-day affairs of the different department, including activities of resident in the learning experiences, structures, confront attitude around the house, and make necessary steps to address them through booking, in charge of the attendance of the residents in group, seminars, static, specialized groups, and they are also the one who coordinates with staff regarding announcement, activities, medications, and court hearings for proper information dissemination. And also, they are the one who coordinate with coordinator on duty and medical staff in attending to sick resident, and prepare designate room assignments upon admission of new residents. So now the third will be kitchen department. So in kitchen department, they are the one who prepare and cook food for daily consumption, maintain quality of food and dietary requirements of every menu, prepare menu for special requirements, serve meal on time, and also they are the one who maintain the proper washing of dishes and kitchen utensils and proper disposal of waste materials, ensuring proper storage of food item to avoid spoilage and contamination. So, number 4 will be the maintenance and landscaping department. So, in maintenance and landscaping department, they are the one responsible in planting, watering, and trimming of plants, trees, and flower beds. They also maintain cleanliness of ground, maintain inventory of materials and equipment, inform staff of any equipment that needed repair or replacement, responsible in making minor repairs of jail facilities and equipment, and last will be responsible for monitoring proper usage of water and electricity. So number 5 will be the housekeeping department. So in housekeeping department, they are the one who maintain inventory of housekeeping materials such as brooms, dustpans, rugs, floor wax, and etc. They are also the one who provide proper storage of housekeeping materials, maintain the cleanliness of sale areas, miss hall, visitation area, and visitors. So number 6 is laundry department. So in laundry department, they are the one who collects and dry washed clothing and distributes to the respective dorms, and also designates and maintain hanging area for washed clothing, and assign and schedule laundry time for every dorm.
Staff functions. Number 1, director. The warden serves as the director of the facility. He oversees all the activities in the program. So director is the one who in charge the all activities in the facility. And he designates staffs to serve as counselor. He makes final decision kung ano nagpapatawa kada usa nga nakasala. Number 2, assistant director. This position is usually occupied by the assistant warden. So, assistant director, he takes over the responsibilities in the absence of the warden, of the director or the warden. Number 3, counselor. The staff member is assigned as a counselor for each department. So, kada department may the counselor. And counselor ang nagmo-monitor or iyan may responsibility para mag-conduct an activity ang kada department. Job changes. The job function assigned to all residents change every 6 months or by different circumstances. Job change. Job rotation. This kind of job change will be done regularly every 6 months. This will done by the TCMP director by calling all the staffs or counselor in order to facilitate the procedural change of position handled by department head and coordinator. Job change with infraction or offense committed. It is sudden change of position and responsibility will occur if the certain resident holding key position commit infraction such as violation of cardinal rules. So for example, may usa nga nakalabagan rule sa usa nga facility, and he will be given sanction by the member of the disciplinary board after the investigation. Nga position so babalyuan niya. Job change. Vacated positions upon release. The release of a resident, particularly the one who occupies a key position, will open a vacancy. Director, IWDO, chief escort, or custodial may conduct interview and selection of the applicants vying for the position and will announce later who qualifies the vacant position. Livelihood and skill training. The objectives of livelihood and skill training in the TCMP program are to motivate the participation of the resident in the livelihood and skill training in the preparation for reintegration to the mainstream of society, to cultivate and enhance one's capacity to become productive and improve self-worth. The IWDO will conduct skill inventory of the residents, determine the appropriate skill training needed. The vocational skill training includes but are not limited to culinary arts, basic steel fabrication, beds making enhancement, rug making, wood carving, flower making, massage therapy, artistry, basic electricity, automotive, masonry and carpentry, tailoring and dressmaking, furniture, lantern and Christmas decor making, t-shirt printing, basket weaving, shellcraft, guitar making, organic farming,